Sleep is so important for our health and well-being. There's a reason why nature has very cleverly designed us to spend over a third of our lives sleeping. When we sleep, there's something magical that takes place. I've been studying this for a number of years, but it repairs the body on every level, not just physical, but mental and emotional, and I believe spiritual. So we wake up in the morning feeling inspired and passionate and looking forward to the day ahead. But on the other hand, if you're not sleeping well, and this goes on night after night, this can really undermine your health. The most common sleep problems are difficulty getting to sleep, difficulty staying asleep between 2 and 4 in the morning, waking up, that's incredibly common, or sleeping and feeling as if you haven't slept at all, so you wake up in the morning and you're still exhausted and you want to sleep even more. Another common sleep problem is dreaming all night, nightmares, night terrors, talking in your sleep. So I'd love to share with you some practical techniques that can address all of those problems. I can't wait to share with you some of my practical tips to help you sleep better. But first, before I do that, can I just tell you why there's such a spotlight on sleep at the moment? Human beings have been suffering from bad nights of sleep since the beginning of time. And in fact, if we didn't have that, we would probably be extinct, this waking up at night, because we need sometimes to maintain a level of vigilance. I mean, we sleep when we feel safe. And if we don't feel safe in some way, it would be appropriate to stay awake and check that the cave is safe. But there's a reason why in our modern world, we're really not sleeping well. It's become very noisy, the level of demand has increased, technology has ramped up, the light level has increased, so there's so many things that are impacting on our nervous system and the brain and the ability to go to bed at night, and the light level will drop and we start producing melatonin, the sleep hormone. But there's so much going on in our everyday life. Too many of us are living in the wrong part of our nervous system. What do I mean by that? In order to be able to go to bed at night and sleep well, you need to be in the right part of your nervous system. There are 2 main bits to the nervous system, so bear with me. I want to tell you a little bit of science behind this, because then it will make sense when I share with you the tips. 2 bits to the nervous system. We have the sympathetic nervous system, survival, threat, fight or flight, adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol, dopamine, which comes from your phone, several hits from your phone. So this is the part of the nervous system that keeps you in survival mode. And then we have the part of your nervous system which is about rest, repair, recovery, the parasympathetic, rest and digest, your immune function, sexual function, sleep. We need to live in the safety, rest and digest part of the nervous system in order to be able to sleep well. So when I start sharing the tips with you, what this is about taking you into the safety mode so that you can sleep well, because if you live in survival, you won't sleep. So how do we get into this part of the nervous system? And how do we get that sleep that we all really need? Deep, nourishing, rejuvenating sleep. I'm now going to share with you 5 things which can really recalibrate the nervous system. So remember, in order to sleep well, you need to be in the safety part of your nervous system. If you're running in survival mode, running on adrenaline, you won't sleep. So here are the 5 things, and I call these, famously, my 5 non-negotiables. These are the 5 things, you do them for 7 to 10 days. They will change your relationship with sleep. Trust me, it works. Number 1, eat breakfast within 30 minutes of rising. If when you wake up in the morning, your nervous system is nervous and you're feeling anxious and you're worried about the day ahead, eat breakfast within half an hour of rising. Include a source of protein. It can be something small. Number 2, cut back on caffeine. Don't use coffee and tea as a substitute for food. Ideally, no more than 2 cups of tea or coffee a day. Ideally, no caffeine after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Number 3, cultivate a healthier relationship with hydration. Drink more water, ideally 1.5 litres of water a day at least, to keep your sleep biochemistry working optimally. Number 4, go to bed earlier, 3 or 4 nights a week. This doesn't mean being in bed and asleep at 9 o'clock at night, but get into bed around 9:30, 10, read a book, practice gratitude exercises, do some meditation, think positive thoughts, but rest. Prepare yourself to get the most nourishing phase of sleep, which is the phase before midnight. Number 5, please, please, please Cultivate a healthier relationship with technology. No technology in your bedroom. Take breaks from technology during the day. Ideally, withdraw from technology 45 minutes before you get into bed. Trust me, you will sleep better and deeper for doing so.